Before I start, I want to encourage anybody that's looking into this organization to research this organization as you would anything else. I mean, today we research everything before we make a purchase, for instance, and this is so much more important than that. The Watchtower is quick to tell other religions to research the history of their religion, but they do not want you to look into the history of the Watchtower. That should be your first major red flag. Also, research mind control so you can recognize it. The more you know about how mind control works, the less likely you are to fall victim to it. And mind control can get anyone. I will be putting quite a few helpful links down below and links to things that I am discussing as well. But why you should not become a Jehovah's Witness. If you are not willing to check your brain at the door, do not become a Jehovah's Witness. You will lose all ability to think for yourself. Education will become demonized. The Watchtower will do all of the thinking for you. They provide everything they want you to think in the literature, from the platform, in their own Bible. It all comes from the Watchtower. They control all of the information. Even in their group studies that they have at the meetings, they provide the information, they provide the questions, and they provide the answers as well. And you are deemed spiritually fit if you can answer right from the literature. Beware of interjecting any personal study you may have done. The elders will have to counsel you on that to get you back on track and thinking the way the Watchtower wants you to think. They will tell you how to dress, how to talk, how to act, how to discipline your children, how to have sex with your spouse, etc. There are a myriad of rules and regulations. They call it putting on the new personality, but in reality it is putting on the Watchtower mask. They're not interested in you, they're just interested in the appearance. They want you clean and shiny. You will learn how to blend. The better you can blend, the more spiritually fit you are. Jesus will no longer be your mediator. He is only the mediator for the elite of the Watchtower Society. They, in turn, become your mediator. And that is from the literature. I'll put links below. You are also not allowed to question them on anything. The Bible tells you to examine every inspired expression to see if it originates from God. But the Watchtower says, oh, don't you dare. You will learn conditional love. You will kill off any natural affection to anyone who dares not let the Watchtower do the thinking for them. You will learn how to constantly be on guard, more interested in appearances than anything else. The better show that you can put on, the more spiritually fit you are. You will not have any close friends because Big Brother is always watching. Jehovah's Witnesses are required to report thought violations. If you stop blending in, or if you are not following the group think, they must report you. And if they don't, then they have to live in fear of you reporting them for not reporting you. You will be following an organization that protects pedophiles, murderers, and other criminals. But whatever you do, don't smoke. They will get you for that. I'm going to read a letter from the headquarters to a congregation so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Dear brothers, we received your letter of December 17th in which you inquire about handling a situation involving a brother who has been guilty of serious violations of the law in his past. You explain that you have received information indicating that this brother committed several murders and crimes before his baptism. You ask if Florida law obligates some action on our part. Florida law enforcement have no knowledge of this matter. As elders, you have no obligation to reveal information of this type to the authorities. Any information that you have obtained while fulfilling your duties as elders is strictly confidential. What he does about paying his debt to society is largely up to him and his conscience. Since he is apparently a fugitive from the law, he obviously would not qualify for any extra privileges of service in the congregation. You state that you have one report of his smoking marijuana with his co-workers, which may have been after his baptism. We assume that is the reason you feel need to meet with him. Since he is a dedicated brother and he is presently attending the meetings, there is a need to investigate and determine if some type of congregational action is necessary. Likely the best approach is to arrange for two elders to talk to him informally to make some discreet inquiries about his current conduct. If there appears to be substantial evidence of serious wrongdoing, then a committee should be formed to hear the case. As we believe you understand, it is imperative that the elders maintain strict confidentiality about his past. If the elders inadvertently reveal his past wrongdoing, undoubtedly it will result in major repercussions to him and his wife. So handling this case calls for good judgment and discernment. We trust you brothers can handle things appropriately. Write to us again if you need further direction. We pray Jehovah's direction as you endeavor to fulfill your weighty responsibilities as shepherds of the flock. We send our warm Christian love. Your brothers. So you may be fortunate enough to have a pedophile or two in your congregation, or maybe a murderer, or maybe an other kind of abuser or criminal. Any kind of crime that can be hidden. You may be able to even share in the door-to-door field ministry service with them. Wouldn't that be exciting? You will sacrifice yourself and your family for doctrines that can change at any given time. Countless deaths have been caused by forbidding vaccinations that they now allow. Countless deaths due to denying organ transplants that they now allow. Countless deaths before they allowed blood fractions. Human blood transfusions you still have to refuse to the death. But chin up. New light, cow's blood is now allowed for Jehovah's Witnesses in other countries. They are false prophets. They have false prophesied so many times it is beyond a joke. But not to worry, you'll have that new pre-programmed lingo, new light. Light gets brighter, not infallible. And the Watchtower false prophecies are never the Watchtower's fault. It's Jehovah's fault. They're being tested. It's your fault for believing them. It is never their fault. So for those of you that are studying, I highly recommend researching this organization. Check out what we're saying. Don't take our word for it, but don't let the Watchtower control all of the information. Look at everything and research this organization. If you have friends and family that are tied into this organization, really research mind control. Stephen Hassan has wonderful exit strategies and help. Freeminds.org has wonderful help for getting people out of this organization and getting them to start thinking for themselves again. Like I said at the beginning, I'll be putting links below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.